Shifting our focus in what can be called a major crackdown against global spy tech. Indian regulators in recent weeks have issued a series of guidelines. It's a new set of security rules that require manufacturers of CCTV cameras to submit materials for assessment in government labs. And this comes in the wake of growing government distrust, especially on Chinese electronics, often found to be tampered with spyware. In a fresh notice, the Union government has made it mandatory that the manufacturers of surveillance gear working in India submit hardware, software and source code for testing before they can sell their goods in the market. While the notice addresses the tech industry in general, it's aimed at CCTV camera makers in particular, made or importers since April 9th. The Chinese manufacturers like HIK Vision, Xiaomi and Dahua, South Korea's Hanwha and American firm Motorola Solutions will all now be hit hard by this measure. Most definitely, the security testing policy poses a big blow to the Chinese electronic industry, which is the biggest CCTV camera suppliers to India. This has now sparked industry warnings of supply disruptions. Moreover, it adds to the string of disputes between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's administration and foreign companies over regulatory issues. But is the government wrong to raise this alarm and introduce such regulatory measures? Not quite. As per a government official, New Delhi's approach of increased vigilance and monitoring of Chinese tech and gadgets is primarily driven by China's sophisticated surveillance capabilities, while many are calling it protectionism. In the light of vulnerabilities with video footage transferred to servers abroad detected earlier, there are legitimate grounds of concern here when it comes to personal or national security. More so because some of these gear often serves as a dual purpose, bringing with it the risk of espionage. Some of these cameras are also planted in drones used for surveillance purposes, which are efficient for use both during day and night time. This also making them difficult to be traced back. Only last year, Israeli operatives detonated planned blasts in pagers targeting Hezbollah in Lebanon, post which the Indian government issued a directive to weed out Chinese vendors from the supply chains of all forms of surveillance equipment. As a part of its security strategy, the government was set to fast-track the implementation of guidelines on CCTV cameras, which would allow players from trusted locations to sell in India. Not just that, after India-China tensions escalated on the border along the line of actual control in 2020, New Delhi banned many Chinese apps because of national security concerns again. Indigenous production and implementation was strongly encouraged in a bid to reduce reliance on global firms. All said and done, it's hard to do without security gear, which explains the rising demand for such equipment in government and private offices, corporate houses, schools and residential areas. Over 250,000 CCTV cameras are installed in New Delhi, in India's national capital alone. And government measures like these can only be expected to offset the damage or the manipulations caused by these devices.